Saint Dominic Savio, the little boy who wanted to be a saint. Once upon a time, in a quiet village called Riva, in northern Italy, a baby boy was born. On April 2nd, 1842, his name was Dominic Savio, and though no one knew it then, this little boy would become one of the youngest saints in the Catholic Church. His father was a blacksmith, strong and hardworking, and his mother was kind and gentle, taking care of Dominic and his many brothers and sisters. The family was not rich, but their home was full of love, prayer, and peace. From the moment he could walk and talk, Dominic was different. While other children played with sticks and stones, Dominic would kneel quietly in prayer, speaking to God like he was his best friend. By the time he was 5 years old, he already knew many prayers by heart and often reminded his family to say the Rosary together. One day, when Dominic was 7, he made a very special promise. He was going to receive Jesus in the Holy Communion for the first time. On that day, he knelt before the altar and whispered to Jesus 4 beautiful promises. 1. I will go to confession and Holy Communion as often as I can. 2. I will keep Sundays holy. 3. Jesus and Mary will be my best friends. 4. I would rather die than commit a sin. Yes, you heard that right. A 7-year-old boy promised God he would rather die than sin. That was how pure and serious his heart was. As he grew older, Dominic wanted to learn more about God and become a priest. He studied hard and was always the most well-behaved boy in class. His teachers loved him, and his friends admired his gentle nature. If someone said something mean or unfair, Dominic would say kindly, "Let's forgive, as Jesus did." Then one day, something happened that would change Dominic's life forever. He met a holy priest named Don Bosco, a man who helped poor and orphaned boys. Don Bosco saw something special in Dominic right away. "You are made of good stuff," Don Bosco said with a smile. "I think we can make a beautiful garment for the Lord out of it." Dominic was so happy. He joined Don Bosco's oratory in Turin, a place where boys learned, played, and grew in faith. There, Dominic was like a bright lamp, shining with joy and goodness. He studied hard, played games honestly, and prayed with deep love. But Dominic didn't just want to be good. He wanted to help others be good too. He quietly formed a small group with his closest friends, called the Company of the Immaculate Conception. They made little sacrifices, helped younger boys, and looked for ways to bring joy and kindness to others every day. Sometimes, other boys got into fights or trouble. Once, Dominic saw 2 boys picking up stones, ready to hurt each other. He ran between them and said, "If you must throw something, throw it at me first." The boys were stunned. Ashamed, they dropped their stones and walked away. Dominic had stopped the fight with nothing but love.
Dominic's health, though, was not strong. He began to get sick often, coughing and losing strength. Don Bosco was worried and sent him home to rest. Though Dominic was sad to leave his friends, he obeyed, trusting that God had a plan. At home, Dominic grew weaker, but he never complained. He prayed more than ever and smiled peacefully. One evening, he whispered to his father, "I see beautiful things, so beautiful." And then gently he closed his eyes. It was March 9th, 1857, and Dominic Savio was just 14 years old. But his story didn't end there. People all over began to talk about the holy boy who had lived such a pure and loving life. Don Bosco wrote a book about him, and the church, after studying his life and miracles, declared him a saint in 1954. Today, Saint Dominic Savio is remembered all around the world. He is the patron saint of boys and young people, a bright star for all who want to follow Jesus with a pure heart. And do you know what's most amazing? Dominic never did anything grand in the world's eyes. He never became a priest or built a church. He simply lived each day with great love, great faith, and great joy. So maybe you and I can be like him too.